Okay, so we're back with Forza Motorsport. And I did win that race. You know I did. And as promised, I have a bobblehead. So, without further ado, bam! Yeah, head sticks down. Just finally, it'll be kind of funny to have a bobblehead because the coffee table's loose. I would switch Xbox controllers and stuff to show the car, but I'm pretty sure you get an idea how it looks like. No, this is a really good car. The reason why it's not turning is because I don't have an Xbox controller in. I have a steering wheel, and the steering wheel only goes left and right, and the D-pad, well, it won't be much anything. And I'm talking about the Forza Motorsports that comes with the game, with the console at least. And I have to show this. I did put stickers and I did put upgrades and check that out. Too bad it can't turn because you see everything. It's neat. I did tune it a little bit. Not much. I have like 2 grand to work with. At my other house, I have too much to work with. I can't even say the number, it's like weird. I didn't cheat it. I just never used the money. I just took the car and raced it. And the bobblehead, by the way, comes from Wendy's. When they actually had toys. Which was maybe 9 years ago. I'm surprised the thing still has a spring that works in it. The only downside of this game was really the loading. I didn't race for a while, so you might see the engine going red. But it takes some hardcore to make it turn red. Like, you have to do it on purpose for it to turn red. Right now I have like so much power to distribute, they can't even comprehend what's going on. It's like, dude, you just left me in the dust with a car that's not even good. Yeah, it's true. But if you can tune stuff really nicely, the car will handle like never before. Like, this techniques here you need to learn of how to handle this car. Sure, but I'm barely turning the steering wheel, it's not losing any power. Like, when I tune something, I often look for, like, if it doesn't stay on the road, or if it doesn't stay on the road, I'm gonna be like, oh, the tire pressure is too high, it's slipping around. And as you can see, I have a spoiler, so that lifts up my car or lowers it. When you want traction, it's gonna put pressure on your car and make it grip more. But the spoiler can also lift your car to make it slide around, which makes it have more speed because there's less weight on the tire. If you put the spoiler on, oh, I'm screwed. I know someone at school that has a Eclipse and a Volkswagen. How ironic. I never really seen this car in real life. I did see half of the cars in the game, in real life, but some. Look at all that experience. It always stops right there. And I did notice my iPod stopped. Sorry about that. I don't know. There's something not working well in it. It's probably because there's pictures in it. And you might think, oh, pictures are nothing. Don't ever think about that. Pictures are your worst enemy. I just find that they slow down computers. They take a lot of gigabyte and megabytes, and nightmare. You know, around in Canada, everybody that I knew had an Xbox never had the fat controller, which were in every instruction. You just go, like, every instruction manuals, there was the fat controller. And I was like, this is not my controller. Is it gonna work for mine? Well, it does, but it's a different model. And I was thinking, oh, it's probably American, or it was the first versions. Because I got it back in 2003 or 5. I can't really remember, but I did remember when it came. Back when I crashed in every wall I saw. Because, oh, he's used to the Super Nintendo. It still works to the Super Nintendo, but... Man, this car is actually kind of tricky in some ways. Too bad you can't see my bobblehead because it's kind of funny. Coffee table's loose, so. You see, I kind of forgot my charger for the iPod at my grandmother's house. I can't drain it, so that doesn't help at all. The cars are always fast in these corners. It's not because I crashed there. They're actually pretty fast in that corner. Just that corner. But you know, if I'm just gonna play around, I'm gonna use my steering wheel, and when I don't want to mess around, I use my controller. Sure, steering wheel's a controller, but I mean with the stock one. You know, I never saw a turbo controller for an Xbox. I just never saw that. I know what's up with that, but never saw one. But I do kind of regret getting an Xbox, maybe like, I don't know, 9 years ago. But I was young, and I did enjoy it, so in some ways, I didn't regret it. I think my cousin only wanted, like, he said to my mama, buy an Xbox, fixes everything or something. And she started thinking about it. She's like, okay, maybe. And then she bought one for my house and one of my grandma's. The one of my grandma's, well, it's going there. It's going to break down eventually. You have to put a game in, so the CD tray comes out. Or else you're just gonna be there the whole day trying to open it. You'll be lucky if it opens the first try, because I don't know why it does that. I think the gears are used and it can't pick it up. But when the game is in, there's more movement, so it moves it. It moves the tray. Like if it slams it in there, it does say don't leave CD in Xbox, but it's not like I'm gonna store it or something. I'm sure it's pretty fine in there. Oh, look at that. Oh, I thought it was the terrain. No, it's not. It looks kind of crappy, I know, but it's not bad for mountain climb. Let's finish this one last race. I don't remember what car I won after this one. It was probably the Torino. No, the Torino was the first race in the series, which I can't enter. And there is a lot of race, guys, so don't worry about it. There's like, it goes up to level 50. I thought it will never end, like, if it'll go up to 60, 70, 80, but no, it stops. And later on, you'll be facing courses that go reverse and same car races. Oh, they're nightmares. And not saying because they're hard, because the computers are being really bad players. I think that was when I switched it to hard. Everybody was driving Cobra. I was like, yeah, sure, Cobra's good. If I'm driving a different car, I can beat him. If I'm driving the same car, I don't know, they just beat me. Finish line and everything, they just get a head start. They're like, we have to go ahead, man. We have to. Or else, we're never gonna see him again, so, yeah. I can hear them. I can actually feel how close they are by how violent the speakers are. Ah! See, I could just go, like, these cars, half the time, yeah, they saved me from a couple of scratches that could really not help my car. But also, the reason why I do have a lot of money that I realized that the other games, other console, is because I didn't crash. I was just getting at that point that I knew what was gonna go down at that race. And you see, watch, I could never catch up to this car, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's ahead. When the car's ahead on a certain point of the race, sometimes I'm just like, forget it. I'm not gonna catch him. But because I have upgrades, just watch. I'm just gonna catch him. I have my own little sneaky tricks because they're tricking me out. There's no way that car goes that fast. I have a B or A. That one should be either one of both. That's how you do it. And you see, I just touched the car. I just touched it. Yeah. I developed a, like, way to trick. But it's nasty, I know, but you gotta admit it's kind of funny. My cousin was like, whoa! How'd you do that? On some courses. Because I could just do it with complete control. Because I'm using a steering wheel, I lose a little control over it because, I don't know, controllers, you know, has a more smaller range than a steering wheel.